Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, some more news. Weird news about the Royal Rumble there. A lot of this looks like fake news to me, folks. Mike Johnson of PW Insider reporting that the Royal Rumble plans were changed over 20 times or whatever. How does he know this 20 times? Like, I understand this is an old school Meltzer thing. They're rewriting the script, but 20 times, like, does this guy get notified every time they change the script? You know, how could he know this? You know what I mean? Apparently, an anonymous WWE wrestler contacted Mike Johnson, folks. Was it WWE legend Summer Rae, possibly? This bitch was complaining the whole time before she even got there. But according to this anonymous source / real wrestler, folks, they were all in a whirlwind backstage because of the changes. You know, things kept changing. They thought they had their spot, you know, but then they were back to square one, and the wrestlers were very upset backstage. Very upset there. They do this match every year, but, you know, this time they were very mad. And morale is down, folks, once again. Their morale is down backstage because of changes to the Rumble now. You know, it's possible somebody calls this guy, complains or whatever. You know, but I don't know if I believe that a pro wrestler, that's their job. You know what I mean? They're not working for the wrestling news websites. They're not petty. They don't view the wrestling business like AEW fans view WWE, right? They're not back there terrified of McMahon. But apparently what we're supposed to believe is that a grown adult pro wrestler that is doing their job that they're paid big money for. Apparently, this wrestler called Mike Johnson. Oh, Mike, there's so many changes. It's tough for us here, Mike. They're changing our spots. Morale is down. Spread the word, Mike. Morale is down. Like, I really doubt that this takes place, you know what I mean? Like, these are pros. You know, it's possible somebody is complaining like this, but I think that would be on the wrestler. Like, you know, if it's real, then shut the fuck up and do your job that you're paid for. Who does this? Cry like this? Like, it seems a little too convenient that they would call this guy and say all of this there to make the company look bad, which is what these guys want it to look like. It all seems a little too, little too fake there, but this is shit that they do every week, you know. McMahon is changing the script, you know, and WWE, they have shows every fucking night, you know what I mean? 3 TV shows, live shows, pay-per-views. It's obvious they're gonna be writing shit on the day of. There's a show every fucking night, you know what I mean? Like, so this whole thing, McMahon is evil because he's changing the script. It's old Meltzer garbage, you know? And it looks like they're just bringing back the old routines here. They changed the script over 20 times. Oh, my Lord. Morale is down. It's just like a mix of the garbage, but, you know, make it sound bigger for the Rumble. The script was changed 20 times. not only is morale down, but the wrestlers are pissed. They're crying about it. Dave Meltzer is reporting that Shane is booked for Elimination Chamber. Shane has a match on the books for WrestleMania. He doesn't know against who or whatever. He has to wait for them to announce it first. Then he can pretend he knows or whatever. But, you know, hopefully the plans don't change. Maybe it's another miscommunication like Ronda versus Becky at Mania 38 or whatever. You know, Shane may or may not appear. You know, if he does, he's right. If he doesn't, it's miscommunication. Plans change. Take it for what it's worth, folks. Basically, Shane is back. It's obvious he'll at least be at Mania. Like, it's obvious there, but this is news, folks. I mean, Wrestle votes on Twitter. Lesnar had to be the winner of the Rumble. I'm told that they have no idea what the WWE match is going to be at WrestleMania. So the WWE title match, according to Wrestle votes, I'm told they have no idea. So who told you this there, Wrestle votes? Is it the voices in your head? Is it your friend on Facebook or whatever? Like, $1 billion company, they don't have a plan for the WWE Championship at Mania. It's possible, folks. It's possible. And here's the thing about this Wrestle votes. When I read his stuff, you know, I'm assuming that he's full of shit, you know what I mean? I'm not making the statement he's lying. I'm assuming there. When I'm reading it, this is what I think. I mean, don't sue me, bud. You got no case. I mean, I'm assuming he's full of shit and that he's putting 2 and 2 together there, but it's kind of hard to prove him wrong or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible there wouldn't be a plan for it right now, fully established. You know, does this guy have a source telling him this? No. You know, probably not. But he's good at this, at putting 2 and 2 together. I mean, he's good at reporting the news. I mean, a big reporter, this guy. So there was an angry fan on Twitter that was complaining Cesaro wasn't in the Rumble. And Cesaro liked the tweet or whatever, you know. Good for him. He wasn't in the Rumble. Like, I understand indie fans, it's a talking point today there that Cesaro is a victim. Finn Balor are victim because they're not in the Rumble. Honestly, nobody fucking cares. Like, nobody thinks Cesaro is gonna win. Nobody's excited. Honestly, Cesaro comes in with his uppercuts or whatever. The swing there. Nobody gives a goddamn in reality. Like, enough with this there. According to Meltzer, the Rumble had timing issues. The timing is off or whatever. According to Whatculture there, if you want like evidence of this, you know, Kofi Kingston botched his thing there, the big spot. His 2 feet landed on the floor. It was reported there was other spots with Big A. That proves there's timing issues. Now, Kofi fucked the spot. That's why the stuff with Big E didn't happen. It's not a timing issue. It's a thing that Kofi's getting old and he fucked up there. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And another piece of supporting evidence that there's timing issue is that Drew was eliminated so quickly by Brock Lesnar. Surely there must have been timing issues. I like Drew McIntyre as well there, but bitch please there. It's Brock Lesnar, his big win or whatever there. You know, I feel bad for McIntyre. I don't feel bad. It's his job. He got beat. If he got beat quick, he got beat quick. It's not about him. It's about a real star, Brock Lesnar there. So it is what it is. So I don't see how there's timing issues. If Whatculture wants timing issues, there was a show they were promoting called GCW there, which was horrible. And they had timing issue. The main event went 4 minutes long. So that's timing issue or whatever there. Like, and this, folks, is one of the fucking craziest news stories that I've ever heard that's being reported there, like if it's real, by these wrestling channels, wrestling websites. Big heat on Shane McMahon, folks, for the Rumble. Apparently Shane was the lead producer and writer of the Rumble, and he kept trying to book the entire affair around himself. And he was adamant about putting himself over. Like, it's obvious, you know, these websites, AEW fans, indie fans, they talk shit about Shane. Right? Shane is one of the last couple people in. They get upset about this. They're upset that Shane eliminated Kevin Owens. Why the fuck would you give a fuck about that? For real, like, you know? So they invent this crazy story about Shane. He's in charge and he's adamant to book himself. It's about me, guys. It's about me. You know what I mean? And it continues. Shane was confrontational. He openly buried somebody there, a little fucking jobber, I don't remember his name, the little hillbilly there. He was fighting everyone, straight up there. Openly buried people backstage. He's fighting everyone to book himself in the final group of wrestlers. So Shane, he's there, backstage in real life. Fighting people, being aggressive, burying jobbers backstage, you know what I mean? I don't believe this, that he's being confrontational and evil the way that these people view him, you know what I mean? Jamie Noble is the guy that he was burying backstage there or whatever. Apparently Shane lashing out at Jamie Noble. Not only is he trying to book himself like in such an evil, over-the-top way, he's attacking Jamie Noble. He's confrontational. He's fighting everybody, folks. No, it's me. It's my time. You know what I mean? Like, it's obvious this is fake. Like, you know what I mean? They're booking this news story like it's a wrestling match. Like, you know what I mean? It's obvious they're upset Shane is in the Final Four for whatever reason. So they invent an elaborate fucking story. It's fucking obvious. But according to Wrestletalk, though, this is real. You know what I mean? The guy from Wrestletalk, he's talking about this. Taking pot shots at Shane McMahon. And WWE, like, if this is real, get a fucking life. Get a fucking grip there. You know what I mean? He was in the Final Four. So there you have it. So what? It's all real. Shane was acting like King Kong backstage to put himself over, burying people, fighting everyone. And the big evidence is that he's in the Final Four. It's obvious they fabricate a story based on him being in the Final Four, like. And sadly, these people report this like it's real. It's embarrassing. All the channels going along with this. AEW fans repeating this like it's true. Like, get real, for fuck's sake. Fightful Select reporting Flair versus Rousey and Bianca Belair versus Becky at Mania there, so... a little bit of stating the obvious news there. This is a report. Breaking news. Plans may change. Things can happen. So a lot of fucking fake news there. But, you know, that this is going too far. Shane McMahon freaking out. Fighting people backstage because he wants to bury everybody. And these people run with it like it's true. Like, at some point, y'all gotta fucking relax there. Like, I understand wrestling news, a lot of putting 2 and 2 together. Somebody creates a fake report. Finn Balor loses a match. Oh, it's being reported that Vince McMahon no longer likes Balor. You know, and then they create a bunch of fake story and... but this is going way too far with obvious fake news, like, and the people that treat this like if it's real, it's embarrassing, it's fucking crazy. It is what it is. It's straight up fucking crazy. And, yeah, that's it, folks. That's about it. Stay tuned for more news. Until next time. Peace.